Hi everybody, welcome back to Grandad Jack, and I've got a project today and I'm going to build a wishing well. A wishing well? Yeah, that's a good idea. Everyone could have a wishing well in their garden. Make a wish, might even come true. Give it a go, eh? I'll show you how I make them. They're pretty easy actually. Well, the way I do it's fairly easy, straightforward. I hope you enjoy this episode of how to make a wishing well. I start the wishing well by getting some paling boards. These are the treated pine boards you would put on a fence. They're quite thin. They're 6 inches by ½ inch, 150 by 12. And I just clean them up a bit, take the furry edges off with sandpaper. Mainly just the edges. The flat side's usually pretty good. And then I just put them together, ready to cut to length. These boards usually come in 5-foot lengths that you would use for a fence. And I cut these at 70 centimetres or 700 millimetres, which means I get 2 boards out of one length. For the frame, I use 2x1 treated pine that I nail the boards to. I use the bench to get the side of the wishing well boards square, and then I just nail them to the edge of the 2x1. In other words, I stand the 2x1 on edge and then nail the boards to. I put 5 boards on. That way I get a 2-inch gap at the end where the other frame fits into it nice and snug, and it makes it a neat square finish. So this is one side done, and this is an easy way to do it because you just put the two together and simply screw the ends and they fit nice and neat. Once the 4 corners are put together, I just check the square and then put a brace on the bottom of the wishing well just to stop it from movement. I then like to put a capping board around the top edge of the wishing well, and I use the paling boards for this as well. These are 4-inch boards, not 6-inch boards. And then I just miter the corners of these and fit them around the 4 sides at the top of the wishing well box and nail them on with the nail gun. Once I've done that, I tip the box onto its side so I can put the uprights for the roof section of the wishing well. I have to cut these uprights into the capping, so that's what I'm doing now, and I just cut that capping with the saw. These uprights for the roof are just batten screwed on with a couple of batten screws. They're 1.7 meters high and the material is 3x2 or 75 by 40 millimeters. So now we're ready to put the roof on, and I just use 3x2 treated pine, and I cut two pieces that are 3 foot long or 900 millimeters. The end pieces are the same material that are 700 mil long. And I just batten screw these on each side of the wishing well. To do the roof of the wishing well, I just use old fence palings. These are great for a project like this because they look a bit rough and ready. They're kind of stained already, so I just cut them to 1/2 meter lengths and use these. I just put these on at roughly equal spacing and do a overlap board and make it look like a shingle roof. For the ends, I like to do a capping board, and I just cut this to the angle of the roof, which is 30 degrees. I also put one along the top or along the ridge line and just overlap the one over the other to cover the top. So this is my finished wishing well. I've put a piece of wood across in the middle so you can hang a rope and a bucket and put some flowers in that. And you can put this anywhere in your garden and it'll look great. So I hope you enjoyed this session of how to build a wishing well. So this is Grandad Jack, and I hope to see you back on the next video. And thanks for watching.